Alright. We still got a few more copies of the Joseph album. Hard copies. If you would like to have something, you know what I'm saying, of value, man, that you could cherish forever, you know what I'm talking about, get your signed autograph copy of the Joseph album, which I think is one of the hardest albums that's out. If you ask me. If you ask me, I feel like it is. You dig? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, bro. Um, the subscribers are going up. We almost at 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody that subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to it, go subscribe to it now. Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, everything. I be tired of saying all this stuff. Y'all know I'm on everything, man. I'm on everything. You hear me? And make sure y'all catch the artist review tonight, man. 10 o'clock, man. Every night, man. Every night we do Hot Boy Turk new artist review live at 10 o'clock. Between 9-ish and 10-ish every night. People that started submitting songs already. We got about 3,000 submissions already. So with that being said, man, I'm very proud of how I started with an idea. I started with an idea of how can I help myself and help somebody else. Because I'll be lying to you if I ain't gonna help myself. You know what I'm talking about? You know how people try to act like they just helping y'all and they ain't helping themselves? Nah, we helping each other. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all helping me find talent. You know what I'm saying? That I could possibly help down the line some more. See, the whole relationship is about, 50-50. Being able to benefit. Not just, motherfucker get over. I know how that feel for you to put your all in and you don't get nothing out. You know what I'm saying? So I vow not to give nobody that feeling from me. Somebody asked me today, I told them about shooting a video, and they wrote a long paragraph. He might be on here now. And you know how people hit you with that, damn, bro, don't forget about me, da, da, da. But you been to told them, man, you need to do this in order for this. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing their part, but then they telling you don't forget about them on this part. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, bro, if I say something, I stand on what I say. I hate when people hit me with the, like I'm not standing on what I say word. You know what I'm saying? Just be straight up, man, and take responsibility for what you not doing. You know what I'm talking about? And if I did you a favor already, man, don't be expecting me to go that extra yard to just come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm already doing you a favor. Like, follow up, follow through. Don't let time. And then another time, people be waiting. People probably been to did something with me 2-3 years, right, ago. I ain't say nothing in 2-3 years. But see, I didn't got hot. I didn't built my stock up. I didn't got my name popping. Hey man, you remember this? No, I don't remember that. Don't hit me with something that was 2-3 years ago. Talking about do I remember when this? If you ain't hit me in 2-3 years about something that we was doing, evidently you wasn't thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't think you could get a feature from me, and I told you a certain price 2-3 years ago, and you think you're gonna get that same price 2-3 years later. Business don't work like that, dog, and expect me to stand on what I told you 2-3 years ago. Nah, it don't work like that. Where the fuck you was 2-3 years ago? Like I didn't did so much other shit. But if you come to me on a respectful level, like bro, man, I know it been 2-3 years, bro, but da da da. Then you might the approach is different. But don't think, man, 2-3 years ago, man, you told me $1,000, man. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna do that for me? Nigga, my price 10,000 now. What the fuck? I'm just saying, like, but people be tripping, bro. Look, we got somebody in the comments. He come here every day just to hate. You ain't tired of hating, bro. You not tired of just coming here. Your hate is not stopping me from being great. You just frustrating yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't see you until I look up and see you. You come here every day faithfully. Man, come here faithfully, y'all. That's all, folks. You ain't getting nothing else because I ain't paying you no mind. But yeah, man, like people just be, man, people be lost in the sauce, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to everybody that been supporting, man. Everybody that, that rocking with me, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, my seasoning. Y'all go get them, get that seasoning, man. I like them hot.com. You heard me? We got the hot salt, the spicy garlic, and spicy lemon pepper seasoning. You heard me? And yeah, man, keep on grinding, man. Keep on staying committed to what you do. As long as you staying committed, guess what? You're gonna always be in a position, man. But if the moment you stop because of an op, the only op you should have is opportunity. You heard me? That's the only op you should have is opportunity. Anything else, man, is uncivilized. You heard me? Learn how to monetize all attention. The negative attention and the positive attention. You feel me? Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you, man. So with that being said, we about to get into it, man. Guerrilla marketing. We've been doing this class for like a week and a half, probably 2 weeks now. And we was talking about the 16 monumental secrets of guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing versus traditional marketing. Guerrilla marketing can do whatever they want to do. They could be flexible. You know what I'm saying? They could say, you know what? Nah, I don't feel like spending this amount of money on this today. I'm going to go ahead on and do this today. But traditional marketers, they already got a set agenda. They already got their prospects, who they going to deal with. You know what I'm saying? They got a budget, how much they going to spend on this, spend on that. You know what I'm saying? And they go through with it. But that don't mean that they always get results, which is what? Profits. Gorillas don't worry about all that, what it look like. You know what I'm saying? Who they doing business with. As long as they doing good business, man, gorillas don't focus on nothing but profits. You know what I'm talking about? As long as you getting profits, you guerrilla marketing. That's all that matter. Traditional ways, a lot of them won't say it, but a lot of them lose out having that mentality. And when I say traditional ways, I'm talking about the big businesses, the big corporations. You know what I'm saying? What the man name? What the man name? Not Bill Gates. The other rich man name. His name always. Anyway, one of these rich men, he said in 2027, most of the multi-millionaires gonna be regular people who know how to use AI. See, they got people who use AI but don't know how to use AI. Some people be getting on AI and Chat GPT to ask them stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't ask it nothing that they can use it to benefit whatever they got going on. They use it and ask it stupid shit. Like getting in somebody's business or something. You know what I'm saying? What is such and such network? Like that ain't gonna make you no money. Why are you worrying about what another motherfucker doing? What another motherfucker got? You know what I'm saying? You using AI to worry about what another motherfucker got or don't got, and you repeating what you heard on social media, thinking that you stopping a motherfucker from grinding and doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? You helping them out, damn fool. Every time you tune in, that's a view. You know what I'm saying? You counting as CPNs. You feel me? You putting money in their pocket. Every time you comment and engage, the algorithm don't know no love or hate. Only thing the algorithm know is engagement. That's why I tell y'all to stay going. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker don't know no love and hate. If the algorithm knew love and hate, we'll be through. That's why you got a lot of small, regular people getting through the gaps. And can't nothing they do. They can't do nothing about it. They can't stop it. So what they do, they join it. You know. Now this where a lot of the gorillas fall off. A lot of the gorillas be fans of the big companies and stuff like that, right? So it's easy for the big companies to say, you know what, let's do a collab. And they suck you dry. They get everything you know, and then they kick you back to the curve. All because you had a grouping mentality. You had a fanned out mentality. You didn't have a business mindset. You forgot. It went to your head so fast. Now I made it. Now I'm talking to such now. Nah, always remember, they didn't talk to you when you were down here. It's a reason they talking to you now. And you need to be mindful of your work and know who you is. You know what I'm saying? And whoever have the information, man, that's power. You feel me? So charge, man. You got to feed your family and continue to feed your family. Don't just give away your precious information that then got you where you at. You a business now. So you treat it like a business. You feel me? You treat yourself like a corporation. You treat yourself like you work something, even if you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? If they coming to you, whether they coming to you on some positive shit or some negative shit, you're doing something if they coming. If they ain't coming to you, that means you ain't doing nothing. And don't get comfortable, man. Don't get comfortable. Keep working. So the last word yesterday was commitment, right? Today, we're going to talk about another ENT word, which is investment. Marketing and advertising should be considered conservative investments. They are not miracle workers. They are not magic formulas. They are not instant gratifiers. If you don't recognize that marketing is a conservative investment, you have difficulty committing yourself to a marketing program. Suppose that you buy a blue chip stock. If it drops after a few weeks, you don't sell it. You hold on to it in hopes that its value will increase, and in all likelihood it will. Such is the nature of conservative investment. Look at marketing in the same way. If it doesn't produce instant results, it's because most marketing doesn't. If it does produce instant results, excellent. But don't expect this to happen every time. Marketing will contribute to slow but steady increases for you. At the end of a year, you'll be able to say that you've invested X dollars in marketing and received X plus Y in sales. Don't expect marketing to suddenly double your sales, although that has happened. It is unusual. Recognizing this, you'll feel good about making a conservative investment in marketing the next year and the year after that. If you expect more from marketing, chances are that you'll be disappointed. If you expect only that, chances are that you'll be gratified and successful. Here is an example of nearsighted business decisions. I worked with a client who had never engaged in newspaper advertising. We developed a marketing plan for his 4 eyeglass stores, a creative strategy, and a media plan. We discussed commitment. Then we ran the ads. After 4 weeks, my client called to tell me that he was dropping the entire advertising program. When I asked why, he told me that he had expected his sales to at least double by this time. He admitted that I had explained that advertising does not work this way, but he said that he didn't want to spend money on an expense that didn't produce instant sales. I told him that although it might feel like an expense in the pit of his tummy, it's really an investment. See, you have to know the difference from an investment and expense. You wasting your time or you stand committed to something that you know gonna give you a return on your investment. You know, when you putting in time on social media, is it causing you an expense or is it an investment for you? Are you getting something out of it, or are you losing by spending time and not doing anything? Are you wasting your time by chasing behind something that's not benefiting you? You have to ask yourself, what am I doing here? Anybody on social media, in my, what I think, if you're not benefiting from it, you wasting your life. You wasting your time. Everything you do should be an investment. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be time, whether it be energy, whether it be money, whatever you putting something into, you should be expecting to get something out of it. And if you don't live like that, then cool. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. But everything I do, I think of investing. You know what I'm saying? And that mindset come from me once upon a time wasting my time, not getting nothing out of it. You feel me? So now I know the difference. I know how it feel to be able to put something into something and don't get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we learn from our mistakes. Sometimes we learn from other people's mistakes. Today, I'd rather learn from other people's mistakes. Hold on. Today, I'd rather learn from other people's mistakes than to make the mistakes myself and have to suffer for it or something. Hold on, let me take my goodies right quick. Getting a little slight little. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all follow me on my YouTube. Y'all rather become a member or just a subscriber. However y'all want to do it, it's cool with me. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch. Make sure y'all follow the TikTok. Everywhere where I'm at, make sure y'all follow me. You hear me? Hey, Turk. What a wifey. Man, downstairs probably making content. I done got my wife. I finally got her into content. Man, she been making nothing but content. And when she seen that she make money from the content, because I had to convince her, like, my wife don't do social media. Like, she managed me, but she don't do social media. You know what I'm saying? She be too busy being a wife, taking care of her businesses, what she do. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the kids doing what they doing. You know, like taking care of business that don't have nothing to do with no social media life at all. So when I showed her that you really make, like, just like I'm teaching y'all and telling y'all, I had to tell my wife these things, and she had to start seeing the money. You heard me? When she started seeing the money, man, she ain't stopped making content. So now every day she like, look at the money going, da, 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 da. She's starting to see it, and it's going fast. And she got a video that she posted the other day. That motherfucker at like close to 6 million views. And just from that one video alone, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker at a couple hundreds. The one video, just that one video. So when she synced it, she like, damn, this all? And the video ain't nothing but 8 seconds. So you can make a 8-second video, and that 8-second video can make you say, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, and that's how regular people are changing their life, bro. They seeing the results from their investment. Okay, you saying I can make money by just creating content, and when they start seeing that money, their life change from there. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even know you can make money from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Some people think it's just about going live, being messy. You know what I'm saying? Being in somebody else's business. No, this shit is a big business, a multi-billion-dollar business. Why you think these people from Silicon Valley invested in technology? Because this is the future. And the people who learn how to operate AI is going to be the new millionaires, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can sit in the comfort of your home and make millions. If you commit to it, you got to do your part. People are not lying. They are changing their life. But you got to do the work. See, that's the part that people don't understand. It ain't going to just happen if you're not doing the work. If you're not taking your time to study so you can know some things as far as with the business, the work that you're doing, you won't know how to keep it going. So you have to learn the information with the talent, with the creativity, and you put it together. You put it together and it makes sense because you start making the money. You start making the money. Yes, me and my husband started doing content on TikTok, and I'm trying to get them checks. TikTok. I'm talking about turn your Facebook into a profile page, right? A page, and put your content. Start doing videos, just everyday stuff that y'all do around the house. People want to see what people are doing and create content. That's it. Look, I'm sitting here talking to y'all right now. This is live content, right? But after I get off of this, I'm going to be able to clip it if I want to clip it. An hour-long video, I can make 10 videos from. That's how people are getting multiple videos. It's called clipping. On Twitch, people pays people to clip their content for them millions of dollars, the big people on Twitch, just to get those clips because they're going to bring in millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You getting paid from the ad revenue. They put ads, when they put ads on your content, whatever content you creating, if people are tuned in watching your content, the people who own whatever platform you on, they gonna promote you to more people because they see you drawing people. And the people who buy advertisement from the company, they get a percentage off of your content from the company that bought advertisement from them to post on their platform. That's why it ain't good to be fussing and arguing with negative people, because that's bad for your business. You know what I'm saying? It's bad for your business. Forget them people. Keep it as PG, parental guidance as possible. The more advertiser friendly your content is, the more money you can make from your content. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay committed and you got to invest. So the money that you making, shit, if your set look plain, the money that you making from the content you creating, you make your background look like something now. So you if you don't have no clothes, now you can start buying you some clothes. Now you can start fixing your appearance up. Now when you looking and you coming on social media, now you starting to look like something. Your presentation is a little different. You want to buy you some jewelry, buy you some jewelry. And watch, the haters gonna hate. As you go up, they gonna get louder and louder and louder to try to distract you from being committed to what you doing. You know you changing your life. So why stoop down to somebody who hating on it? Use them for content and for you to stay focused. Cause you know them vultures want you to come where they at. They mad because you rising. Don't nobody hate nobody that's in the gutter. Don't nobody hate nobody that don't got nothing going on for themselves. You feel me? They only hate what's great. So I hope y'all learning something, bro, and getting inspired, you know, so you can reach down inside yourself. I ain't getting nothing out of it. What I'm getting is what I'm getting right now from y'all paying attention to what I'm doing. That ain't coming out y'all pockets. Y'all watching me, y'all ain't spending a dime watching me. But guess what? I'm making money from it. So I don't mind coming on here doing what I'm doing. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time. I hate when people call me when I'm on live, man, because they mess up my shit. Now I gotta put it on airplane mode. Hate when people do that. Can y'all hit me on Bigo? My wife know I'm on live. Now I gotta answer her. Hello. Yeah. I'm on live. Alright, I figure I'm on live. I get it. Hold on, y'all. Please don't call my phone when I'm on live, man. If you ain't my wife, I'm not answering the phone. I'm working. They what y'all don't understand. I'm not just on live, bro. I'm not just on live. This is my job. This is I provide for my family when I'm on live. This is work for me, bro. I'm not doing what some of y'all doing. You heard me? So when you calling me after seeing me on live, or when I tell y'all, bro, I'm on live, and motherfucker be getting mad when you tell them you on live, as if you supposed to get off a live and that ain't important. It's important to me. It's important to me. This is one way that I feed my family, through my social media platforms. And I've been doing this since I came home from prison in 2012. So y'all can imagine. This have changed my life. Hold up. This have changed my life. Country. If you that's who you with, country, you know I'm on live. You know I'm on live. I'm on live and I'm not gonna answer my phone. You feel me? I'm working, people. Yeah, man. I'm working, people. I'm working, man. This is my job. So when y'all interrupt me, it's like if I was at a 9 to 5 or something and I work a drive through or something and you constantly pulling up. You feel me? At Turk, having a family member handle your personal affairs can get tricky. Separate the emotional aspect of wanting to represent, say, family member. It all depends on what family member you got. Me and my wife, we make love, make money. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I'm not going about to. I can't do no business with none of my cousins. I can't do no business with my mama. You know who you could do business with, far as in your family. But I don't believe that working with family is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. Certain family members that have a business mindset, yeah, you can work with them. You know what I'm saying? And understand out the gate, man, this is business. It's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? So when you try to throw the family in there, if you ain't doing your job and man, you business partners, or you working and you doing a job for me, because I ain't gonna be working for you. You know what I'm talking about? You got to understand that the same thing that I expect from somebody that I don't know who's a stranger, I expect that from you too, because this is my business. This is my business. You feel me? Country, East Solid just tried to hit me up. That's who was calling. He probably don't know, but let him know I'm on live, country. He tried to send me a picture with you and him. What y'all got going on? That ain't my business, though. That ain't my business. That ain't my business. hey, hey, man, it ain't my business. Hey, what I love about what I do, people I know, right, on social media, I have made love connections. I have made business connections just from people knowing me. So I'm bringing people together somehow, some way, whether it be love or business. I'm bringing people together, and that makes me just feel like, man, I'm doing my job. I'm doing my part. You know what I'm saying? To be able to see people come together and, man, this person changed my life. I wouldn't have never met this person if we both didn't know you. We both didn't tune in to you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be wanting nothing from that. I get blessed from God by doing what's right. And y'all just return that favor by doing what's right. Whatever is right for y'all, that's what y'all do. That's how you repay me back. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that somebody did something right for you to turn right around and do something wrong to somebody else. I don't respect that. Because at once upon a time, you was in the same boat. So you got to always be mindful, bro. Damn. Here go my wife again. I just told her I'm on live. Hello. Yeah. Nah. I ain't go through some statements to do that. Nah, I can't do that. See when your wife say, "Oh, don't worry about it, I'll do it." She mad. But fuck, I'm doing something. I don't feel like going through no statements. I'm working. Now that I'm working, woman. Shit. Want me to stop? She working too, but I'm working. So we working. You want me to stop what I'm doing? It's a bigger thing what she doing, but man, when I'm doing something, I don't care what it is, bro. I put my heart into it. And I don't be liking when my wife's stopping me, but I have to stop and pause for her and my kids. But I don't like to stop. I like to finish what I started, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why where that come from? That come from I didn't stop before. And I know what stopping can do. When you start something and you don't finish it, it's called procrastination. And procrastination is the cousin to what? Failure. So you wind up failing in life, man, when you procrastinate. Why put off something you could do today tomorrow? Nah, I'm about to get that shit out the way, man. I don't like owing nobody. I don't like bills. I don't like nothing that could stress me the fuck out. So guess what I do? I take care so I won't be stressed the fuck out. If you don't want to be stressed out, take care of what you know stress you out. Simple. You know what I'm saying? I hate people that know they got to pay bills, right? You know you got to pay bills. You wait till the last minute, then try to call me to pay your bill. What you were doing 27 days before your bill was due. And you knew your bills was coming up. What were you doing? You was wasting time. So, know the difference from wasting and investing. You can waste your time or you can invest your time. You waste your time, you ain't gonna get nothing from it. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. But if you invest your time wisely, you're going to get a return on your investment. Something going to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Something going to come out of it. Hater, you ain't finished hating? Like, your fingers ain't tired yet? Your fingers ain't tired yet? The man been talking since I've been talking. And I only see him when I look up. You heard me? That ain't crazy to you? Somebody trying to get your attention that bad. He wish I say his name so he could screen record and say he was talking to me. See, that's how I starve a hater attention, right? I don't say their name. They be trying to screen record so they could get content. I know what they be trying to do. Who sent you? Ha! I'm immune to them. You hear me? I'm immune to them. And now sometimes I just put them in the content to show y'all how you deal with it. They be an example. You hear me? They be an example. And y'all know I deal with a lot of hate. But do y'all see me stopping? Who is that? What you want, Tay? I'm on live. Oh, hold up. Come on. Thank you. My daughter made me some breakfast. My baby made me some waffles and sausage. My 12-year-old daughter thought about her daddy working and bought me 3 Eggos, which I don't eat, but I'm gonna eat it, and some sausage. What your daughter bought y'all to eat this morning? She tried. She tried. She tried. Anyway, y'all know my kids do homeschool. Y'all saw the skit with me and my wife. We made a skit about them going to school, so y'all know my kids been doing homeschooling since the 2nd grade. They going to the 8th grade. My daughter want to go to school. My son, he just roll with the punches. If his sister won't go, cool. I'm like, I don't want them to go. For the simple reason, too flashy. Lou, what up, boy? Hey, man, I want to let you know, bro. I see you. I might not say nothing, but I see your grind. I see your work. I see your ethic. You know what I'm saying? I want you to stay committed. If that means anything to you, dog. Sometimes people sit back and just watch and see your progression. You know what I'm saying? To see if you're going to keep going. You know? So don't think people not watching you because they not responding or not saying anything. People are watching. Sometimes people waiting on the right moment for them. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the right moment for this person, and you might be thinking, man, I'm working hard, man. It's the right moment right now. It might not be the right moment for him. It might not be the right moment for her. You keep on working, though. And you going to have your moment, homie. Because guess what? Commitment always paid off. If you committed in something that's worth committing to, only thing you got to do is wait. You just one performance away. You one song away. You one opportunity away. And nobody knows when that opportunity is going to take place. So that's why you got to keep doing it. Just like posting videos, right? You can't say this video about to get 1,000,000. This video about to get 1,000. You don't know. You don't know. So if you don't know, that means you just go. And when it happened, you be grateful for it because you already knew what was going to happen. You just ain't know when because you believed in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself when nobody else, bro. Because people come after the fact. They don't come while you working. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be a part of the hard work. But they won't celebrate your hard work. Uncle Spencer, what's up? What's up? They don't want to be a part of the hard work, but they want to celebrate your hard work. They want to feel entitled to your hard work after it pay off. That's why you have those hating friends who ain't post your post. They ain't post you when you was working. But soon when they see everybody else posting you and they know it's working, they gonna act like they been there the whole step of the way. They feel like they entitled because they know you before everybody else. And when you don't give them what they expect you to give them, then since by them knowing you, they feel like they can start hating on you, saying all kind of shit about you. But they'll never tell people they only saying these things because they feel entitled to your success. It happened to me. When I was in prison, that was hard work, hard labor trying to get out. Nobody was there but my wife. You had people that came, and I appreciate the people who came and, you know, did whatever they did for me. I'm forever grateful for that. But what I mean by people wasn't there, the people who feel entitled. You can't feel entitled to nothing that you ain't put no work into. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have motherfuckers feeling like they supposed to get acknowledged like my wife get acknowledgement. Who was there every step of the way. I supposed to say their name like I scream my wife's name in every interview. Because they felt like I contribute I did this. Well, if you did it, I told you I appreciate you for that. Nobody did it like my wife. She with me to this day. Our story is different. She a part of the come up because she watched and was there when I was coming up. So why are you so jealous? I done had motherfuckers make videos feeling entitled, but not mentioning when your ass was on your ass, you had to come stay with me. Your ass was on your ass. Shit, you all my wardrobe, you started wearing it. You feel me? People, and I ain't the one to go tit for tat and remind you of that. But just like you say, I should be doing this. Okay, well, let's go back when I did this then. You know what they'll say? Man, that's different. It ain't fucking different. I don't feel entitled to nothing that you got. Whatever I did for you, I did it out the kindness of my heart. And I would have thought you did the same motherfucking thing, but evidently you didn't. You want to be like my wife. You want to get acknowledgement for whatever you did. Well, I want my motherfucking acknowledgement too. Before I went to prison. You see what I'm saying? See, people be so selfish, man. And that's one of the main reasons that I don't be around motherfuckers if it ain't about no business, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to give you a chance to feel entitled from me. I'm not going to do it. Hopefully I'm gonna have enough space in between us so you won't even feel entitled at all. Nobody did it or doing it like my wife. So don't expect the same fucking treatment as my wife with your jealous ass. And then they be lying, bro. They'll put a 10 on a 1. Acting like they don't be chasing clout, trying to use your name. I ignore the shit out of them people. Nobody would know who you is. I ain't gonna say shit about you. But what you did, you bought a quick way out of my life. I don't got to deal with you. Salute you from a distance. You feel me? Them sausage was good, y'all. Them sausage were good. All right, let's get back into it. Investments. I wish I had informed him even more emphatically that his advertising expenditure was a really conservative investment. Perhaps he would have better understood his powers and limitations, but instead, he dropped the plan and lost his money. He didn't understand that investment concept. He was expecting miracles, instant results, dramatic changes. Marketing does not work that way. Don't expect it to. Don't lose money because of it. Whenever you spend one dime for any type of marketing, use the term investing to describe your expenditure. By investing your money in marketing, you'll earn more money than by spending your money in marketing. Learn how to say this is an investment. I'm not just spending, I'm investing. I'm not just spending my time, I'm investing. So if I'm investing, I am expecting. And I know what I'm expecting. So guess what? I know how much to invest in. If I don't see what I'm expecting, I don't lose. Because I knew what I was doing before I did it. You feel me? But when you just wasting and wasting and wasting, you don't have no plan with that. You don't have no interest plan. You don't have no exit plan. You know what I'm talking about? You have to plan on spending whatever you spend, whether your time or your money, your energy, whatever. You got to have a plan. You can't just be willy-dilly. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna make no sense for you. And that's why we have so many people all over the place. Because they walk in life without a purpose, without a plan, without knowing what they could and what they can. You know what I'm talking about? The third major marketing secret is to make your marketing consistent. Don't change media. Don't change messages. Don't vary your graphic format. Change your offers and headlines and even your prices if you wish, but do not change your identity. See, too many times people say, this ain't working. I'm about to change. I'm about to do something else. That probably was just about to work. Why would I change being Hot Boy Turk when Hot Boy Turk be working for me? Even if it's slow up, Hot Boy Turk is who I am, so I'm not going to change that. I did that one time thinking that, and then when I started seeing, hold on, this ain't just bringing no value. People know me from this. People know me from this. So I just got to re-strategize some things and plan it all the way out to the end and know what I'm doing with it because it's value in that name. You got to know where your value at and plan and replan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You heard me? You got to always plan ahead of time and know what you're investing in. You feel me? When you are ready to market your product, don't drop out of the public eye for long periods. Now people like, man, I'm taking a break. Not today in these days time taking a break, bro. Sometimes it's too late. If you stay gone for too long, people gonna forget about you, homie. If your name don't get mentioned, people gonna forget about you, homie. Now you gotta work all over again to build your brand back up and make a person remember. Nah, why? Iron is hot, you better strike. You heard me? All the content that you created, man, you better put that content out. That's why you created it. Why let content that you created go to waste? Because you feel like, man, that's old. Boy, people are getting paid from stuff that was 30 years old today. And you feel like your content was old because it's a week old? You crazy. You crazy. Nah. If it's something that you own, they can't clone. Your catalog is forever. See that music that I wrote? That's for me. I own the rights to that. I can sell my copyrights to anybody I want to. If I want to. You see what I'm saying? Or I could do a partnership with anybody I want to. Somebody might could push my catalog in places where I can't. Let me do a partnership with them. You see what I'm saying? You got to know where your value at. Nothing is old. You hear me? Nothing is old, man. Not on social media. That motherfucker could be 50 years old and it go viral today. That motherfucker gonna be brand new. That's what the power of social media. That's the the power of technology. Technology can make an old thing new if you know how to do what you do. You feel me? I ain't telling y'all nothing wrong. I'm telling y'all things that I do, bro. I'm telling y'all how I keep my name ringing. I'm telling y'all how I make the haters get in the comments and start singing. You hear me? If you ain't know who I was, you wouldn't be in here, boy. You're mad. Why you mad? Tell me why you mad. Huh? You mad yet? You feel me? Come on, man. I'm telling y'all something that y'all see every day. Man, this stuff work for me, man. I can afford to get on live and stay here every day in front of y'all if I want. You know what be tripping me out, though? When people say stuff like, you broke. What is broke? Like, what I need to know what is broken, then I tell you if I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I probably can agree or disagree, but I need to know your definition of broke. Cause my definition of broke is when I see a bum on the street with a sign in his hand, begging and asking for food. I don't think being broke is a person who up in his spirit, who he happy, taking care of his family, doing what he loved to do, being able to go where he want to go. I don't think that's a definition of broke. Maybe you are broken and it hurt you that bad to see this broke bum building real ownership, keeping everything, blocking unhealed mindsets. People like you. That's what broke bums is. Building real ownership, keeping everything is broke. Bums blocking unhealed mindsets. Because you got to block people who don't know who they are. You got to block them out your mind, block them out your grind, block them out your shine. You got to block them. Hit them with the blocker. Because if you don't, guess what they going to do? Stop you. And they still going to be your fault. Because you allowed it when you relinquished your power to them. You believe what they were saying about you. You lost faith in yourself. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hit them with the blocker. Put them on restriction. That way they won't even know they restricted. They ain't nobody seeing your comment but me. You trying to get attention off of me. You trying to get clout off of me. See, when you know these things, y'all, it don't bother you. You see what I'm saying? Because those are the number one things that stop all of y'all worrying about what people think and say about you. Our motivational talk on personal branding and staying true to yourself. You know, I could be on here straight on some negative stuff. You feel me? Every day. I don't got to be on this motherfucker trying to teach y'all something. You hear me? And I can make money that way too. But that ain't my character. See, some people don't care how people look at them. I do. The ones that matter, though. Not the ones that don't matter. It's the ones that matter. I care how they look at me. So you're not going to catch me doing a lot of things that defamate my character. to the people who matter. Stay in the public eye. Wherever there's people, that's a market. Stay there. When you are ready to market your product or service, be prepared to put the word out consistently. Don't let people tell you, man, I'm tired of seeing that. Man, I'm tired of hearing that. Turn it up on 10. Turn it up on 10. Because guess what? If you tired of seeing it and you tired of hearing it, turn it off. Change the channel. Don't tune in. You can't be that tired. See, y'all got to have common sense dealing with these negativities. These negativities. Not activities, these negativities. You feel me? Consistently means regularly and for a goodly period of time. It means that instead of running a couple of large newspaper ads once every few months, you'll run smaller newspaper ads and run them frequently. Instead of airing 55 radio commercials in 1 week every few months, run 12 radio commercials per week every week. You can even drop out of sight 1 week out of 4 as long as you are a consistent marketer. You can pull out of the media for brief periods. You know why I chose to get in podcasting, y'all? To control my narrative. When people were trying to defamate my character and I felt like that was affecting my business, I had to do something about it professionally. And I watched one of the most hated person in the world. For some reason, when he became president, everybody hated him. But before he was president and he just was the rich man, people used to use his name and say his name in raps and all this, and they wanted to be like him. He's still the same person. I studied how he became president. And he used social media to his advantage. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And I tuned in also to Elon Musk, Soldier Boy, people who I have seen who were going through the same things that I was going through. You somebody, but you have a lot of people that hate you because of that. But you still maintain. I watched how they did it. And I started to do the same tactics. I took the good from all 3 of those people on top of Read and Think and Grow Rich, the 48 Laws of Power, Guerrilla Marketing, the Bible, all of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I put it all together and it made me who I am today. So now what I'm doing is executing the plan every day, regularly, staying in their face, not stopping. You gonna see me if you don't see nobody else. You gonna hear me if you don't hear nobody else every day. Unless you turn it off or you change the channel or you turn it down. You heard me. You gonna see me. And I know you see me because when I go out there, the love from the people be felt. People want pictures. People say, man, keep doing what you're doing. So they watching. It's working. I'm providing for my family. You heard me? It's working. So if something is working for you and you know it, bro, stay committed. Invest in it. Stay consistent. Because consistency is key. Don't worry about if people got you misunderstood and people believe in lies and this, that. Just do what you doing. Because if a person don't like you, they're going to believe what anybody else say about you. They don't care if it's true. They just want it to be something bad that make you look bad. And you can't worry about that, bro. You got to continue on your mission. And don't let the devil's distractions get you. You feel me? Focus on the people that love you. Focus on the results that you're getting. And you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Consistently means regularly. You can even drop out of sight 1 week out of 4 as long as you are a consistent marketer. You can pull out of the media for brief. Consistency breeds familiarity, y'all. When you be consistent, the results of that consistency, people become familiar with what you're doing. So if your consistency is hard work, people gonna see you as a hard worker. Whatever you are consistently doing, people gonna get used to it. So if you on this bitch crashing out, going crazy all day, people gonna become familiar to that. You see what I'm saying? So what you want people to know you for? Being a damn fool? A fool in the motherfucking world that you wasn't no damn fool. You knew what you were doing the whole motherfucking time. Hold on, let me get my charger. You knew what you were doing the whole time, man. The next ENT, so we had commitment, investment, consistent. The next ENT is confident. Actually, the fourth secret is to make prospects confident in your offering. Confidence is extremely important to you. More important than quality, than selection, than price, than service. Confidence will be your ally, and commitment, as proven by consistent marketing, will breed confidence. I have a retail furniture client who has been with me more than 40 years. When she first began to market her product, she spent a fortune advertising on television. Could she afford it? Of course not. But she believed that television was her key to success. With the number of dollars she had to invest, television was her key to doom because she could afford to run only 2 commercials per week. Even though they were on the high-rated show at the time, ratings are virtually meaningless when only 2 spots a week. It doesn't take a gorilla to know that one can't expect TV to produce profits with few commercials. Today, my client runs lots of commercials on local cable TV, investing only a tiny portion of her marketing budget and enjoying exceptionally gratifying profits as a result. We'll discuss TV in greater detail later, but for now, suffice it to say that unless you can use a medium effectively, you shouldn't use it at all. My client was able to salvage her business from her disastrous TV experience. When she met with me, we talked about commitment, investment, and consistency. We talked about the other Guerrilla secrets as well. Since that day, she has run a tiny ad in the newspaper every Sunday, and her sales have continued to rise. She dramatically increased her sales without increasing her marketing investment as a percentage of her gross revenue. It happened over a period of several years. Her store has quadrupled in size, and her profits have followed suit. As I mentioned, she also back of television, running 10 commercials per day, 2 weeks out of every 4. The key to her glittering success was consistent advertising. She calls her Sunday newspaper ad not so tiny her meal ticket. And she's right. She tells me that most people who come into her store say that they've seen the original ad. You'll find that difficult to believe if you saw the small size of the original ad, but you'll find it easy to believe if you knew that she's been running that and similar ads in the same newspaper in the same section on the same day for years. People are familiar with her operation. They're confident in her offerings and they buy from her. So, the more people see you doing what's right, people become familiar with you. You know, some people couldn't do what I do and expect a return on the investment of them doing what I'm doing. If people don't know you, they're not going to invest their time. They're not going to invest their money. They're not going to invest their energy. You know what I'm saying? They do that with me because they're confident of whatever they're going to receive on their end from it. They trust me. You feel me? People rock with me. People support me in all different walks of life because whatever the return on investing, whatever they invest in, they get it. They receive it. So you might have a motherfucker like a hater seeing people happy, rocking with you. The first thing they do, what they do, y'all? He's scamming y'all. Why y'all tuning in to him? Why y'all watching him? Why y'all supporting him? Why y'all listening to his music? Everything that other people are rocking with you with, they try to what? Deter people from doing that. That's the whole play from the haters. They want to stop you from doing what you doing. Is it making sense why people hate on you, bro? That's why they hate on you. That's why they lie on you. They don't want you to keep winning. If you wasn't winning, they wouldn't have nothing to say. Because you'll be right where they at. And they feel comfortable with you being where they at. They don't want you to be free, financially free, mentally free, spiritually free, physically free. They want you to be oppressed, suppressed, and depressed like them. See, you could pretend to be all that, but the way you react and respond gonna show what you really is. And you can't hide it. You can't hide it. You could try to act like it ain't bothering you, but you participating in it. You ain't as free as you portraying to be. You entertaining all the bullshit. It's getting to you. You can say, Man, I ain't worrying about that. You're lying. You wouldn't have reacted and responded to it. And that's cool. That's cool. Because you're human. But snap out of it if you fall in that direction too. Don't stay there. You feel me? Don't stay there. Because you trying to go here. And you can't go here and stay there at the same time. You got to make a decision. We ain't talking about that. I wouldn't change nothing that ever happened in my life. Because everything that happened in my life got me to being the person that I am today. If anything that happened in my life ain't break me, ain't take me, ain't stop me from going forward, I don't regret nothing. I don't blame nobody. I don't point no finger. Only thing I do is evolve. I learn from it. You know what? I learned from that lesson. Never again. You know what? I learned from them. That shit won't happen no more. You see what I'm saying? A person that want empathy for something that been did, or somebody that did them something, this, that. That's a person who haven't grown yet. They stuck. You gotta understand that nothing in life happened to you. Everything that happened in your life, it happened for you. So, in order for you to have that mindset, you have to evolve. You have to grow to even think like that. Some people don't never get to that level because they don't grow in their mindset and they don't grow in their spirit. They stay ignorant to the facts. What don't kill you make you stronger. Facts. Facts. You heard me? The next ENT is patient. She is committed. She sees her marketing as an investment. She is consistent and patient. And she has since added a multitude of weapons to her marketing arsenal. The next ENT is assortment. This assortment of weapons generates many new higher than projected profits for her. The wider the assortment of weapons in your marketing arsenal, the wider the grin on your face when you review your financial statements. Does my client send follow-up mailing to all her customers? Of course she does. She has learned that marketing doesn't end with the sale. You got the customer, you made a sale. How do you keep that customer after you've been made one sale? See, when you have a business, you want to continue to have return customers. Somebody who don't mind because they were satisfied with what you did for what they came the first time with. The food was good. The service was good. Your attitude was good. They don't mind coming back for seconds and thirds and forwards. And how do you keep that happening? You got to use all of these tools in order to keep your business going. You just repeating the same cycle of tools. You ain't changing nothing. The cycle goes on and on. You don't change. You stay the same because the minute you change, Then the customer realized that ain't how you did it last time. You see what I'm saying? That's why you have to listen to your people that support you. Give them what they supporting, not what you want to give them. They might not like that. So if you continue to give them something that they don't like, they get familiar with that. And you might lose the support. You might lose the customer. You see what I'm saying? So it's a process. How do you keep people years and years after years? How do you connect with people who were supportive of you years ago? You got to give them what they connected with you years ago with. So if I got a fan base from the 99s and 2000s, I got to give them that nostalgia before I could give them something new. You see what I'm saying? They got to grow into the new and improve by giving them the nostalgia of what got them there the first place. You see what I'm saying? How do I do that? Yeah, I'm going to post a picture to make them remember history. Yeah, I'm going to tell stories to make them remember history. Yeah, I'm going to talk about how it used to be to make them remember history. And then I'm going to ease them into what I'm doing now, so they can know that we are creating history that they don't want to not be a part of, because they know I'm history. See, all of this come together, y'all. I'm reading y'all this, but I'm showing y'all social proof in my life, so y'all can know that information is valuable, and without it, you won't have no value. That's why he different from you, because of what he knew. My people die because of lack of knowledge. My people suffer because of lack of knowledge. You pay for what you don't know. Knowing is half the battle. Doing it is the other half. So when you don't do what you know, guess what? You don't go, you don't grow. It's a no. But the more you know, man, you become powerful, man. I swear to God. Nothing can stop you. Nobody can stop you. You're going to always be up. All because of the information, man. All because of what you know. You know to do better because you know. But if you ain't know, or you ain't knew what to do, then you might be in the blind and you might just be guessing. And everybody else know what's going on, and you acting the way you acting because you don't know what's going on, instead of trying to sit back and learn to see what everybody else know, so you could be on point, so you could be rich, so you could be wealthy, so you can be. It's just knowing. The only thing that make a person who have things in this world is what they know. You need to learn something, man, so you can earn something, man. And stop thinking you can hate your way in. Because you can't hate what's great and think you gonna make it. It ain't gonna work like that. But you know what you get a kick out of? Some of y'all talking about the haters that's in here. When you see another successful person fall, that make you comfortable, because you already done fallen. You already done failed, or you failing. So you want to put yourself on the same level by bringing a person down. because you uncomfortable. You walking around in fear because you uncomfortable. I make you insecure because you uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Misery loves company. But guess what? Peace love company too. You never heard nobody say that, huh? Whew. Misery love company, but peace love company too. And if you ain't peaceful, I don't got shit to do with you. Don't let nobody disturb your peace, man. When you losing, that's disturbing. You hear me? It should be anyway. But when you have company, when you losing and you miserable, you ain't faced with the reality of what really going on. So that's why they go so hard. You notice every time somebody hates you or they say a hating comment or something in the comments, they always try to put a laughing emoji. Y'all know I ain't lying. They'll say some shit that they done made assumption about, and they'll put laughing emojis. That's because they miserable, bro. They hoping somebody agree with them. They laughing by themselves. Just lonely. Lonely. Like, I be like, they thought they said something. They thought they did something. They gonna put a smiley face. Cause see, when the people smile with them, that make them keep on going. They thinking that they doing something. Bro, nah, that's just a bunch of miserable people together and entertaining each other. I feel sorry for those type of people, man. Who be thinking they know what they talking about and don't be knowing what they talking about, bro. You really crying in the inside. You crying for attention, man. I know what you crying for. And I can't give you attention. The next ENT is subsequent. It's the marketing done subsequent. It's the marketing done subsequent to the sale that leads to the juicy profits. It costs 6 times more to sell a product or a service to a new customer than it does to an existing customer. Y'all heard that? It costs 6 times more to sell a product or a service to a new customer than it does to an existing customer. So what that say? If I got fans that love Young and Thuggin', if I got fans that love guerrilla warfare, they already there. I don't have to do nothing but give them what they like. Then, if I want them to get on Joseph, I kind of need to give them something similar. I would never be able to give them the same thing, but that kind of sound like when I was liking this. You know what? I could rock with that too. But you can't just give them something new and get mad when they don't support it. They not familiar with that. They don't believe in that. They don't like that. But when you get something new that they like, some of your old fans, that's consistency, bro. You can't lose like that. And that's where I'm at. When I gave people this Joseph project, bro, I knew it was going to be a classic fucking album. Out of all the music that I dropped since I've been home, I never felt as confident as I feel in Joseph. That's why you still see me marketing and promoting this album. You can get it for free on the streaming sites, or you could get the hard copy. This is marketing and promotion. This is a product. What I'm doing right now on social media is a service. I got a service to market and promote, and I have a product to market and promote. I have a digital product, which is my book that I can sell, and I got a physical product, which is my book that I can sell. You could get it on an ebook, which is digitally, or you can get a hard copy of my book, which is a physical product. You see what I'm saying? I also have my seasoning, which is a physical product. My clothes, which is my merch. Me getting booked to do a speaking engagement, a service. A walkthrough, a service. A concert, a service. You see what I'm saying? My class courses, a digital class. So all these different arsenals are all for the same thing, marketing and promoting of who I am. I have built myself up as a brand, Hot Boy Turk. You got Hot Boy Turk on this poster right here. YNT is my label. I'm not just saying it, I'm branding it. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? People know when they see YNT, they gonna think of me. When they see Hot Boy Turk, they gonna think of me. Because they familiar with it. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes familiarity brings on disrespect. It all depends on who familiar with you. Like if somebody know you and then they get familiar, too familiar, they might feel like some rules don't apply to them. Nah, that's where you draw the line. See, people who know you sometimes feel like they don't have no boundaries in your life. That's where you wrong at. Everybody got a boundary when it comes to my life. It's a boundary between my family, my wife, and my kids that nobody can cross. It's a boundary. It's a line that I draw between my business that nobody can cross. And people get mad when you start creating these boundaries, bro. They get jealous about that. You can't just invade my boundaries, man. But if you a grown person and you evolve, you're going to understand because you got boundaries too. Only an ignorant person don't have boundaries. They don't have no boundaries. That's why they'll go over and beyond. They would do anything because they don't have no boundaries in their life. They will sell their soul and their booty hole. They don't got no boundaries in their life. You know, some people say, man, I don't got nothing to lose. No boundaries. I got everything to lose. So those boundaries, certain shit that I'm not going to do because I know that it's going to affect my wife. I know it's going to affect my kids. Now, if I was just on my own, I might be like, man, fuck it, man. I'm getting it how I live. Ain't no boundaries. I do what I want to do. Whenever, however. Who gonna stop me? I don't live like that. I gotta think about how things gonna affect the people that I love and I know love me. See what I'm saying? So certain things I might not pay attention to because I know that it ain't no boundary on how far I'm gonna go if I paid that some attention. So you might get away with being disrespectful to me. But it's a boundary. You can't do that in my face. My wife know that and she understand that. See, it's you have to set these boundaries in your life. And as you evolve, that's when your boundaries gonna change and they're gonna get stricter and stricter and stricter. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Setting boundaries in your life. Because if you don't set them, man, guess what? People gonna feel like they could do whatever they want to do with you, man. And that, what type of value is that? Then you got convenient. That's the next ENT, y'all. Wait, my client always mails to existing customers, and she benefits from the repeat sales, which are inevitable payoffs. Convenient. Her store is known as a very convenient place for buying. It opens 7 days a week. Hours are extended for the convenience of her customers, not for her own convenience. She has a fascinating website. She accepts every credit card under the sun. She takes checks, arranges partial payment plans, delivers, installs, and is accessible 24 hours a day via voicemail, email, and fax. And parking is convenient. See, these are the tools, y'all, to business. And a lot of people don't use the tools. That's why they don't have no business. See, once you know certain things, because I always hear people say like, man, he's stupid, man. I wouldn't have did that like that. You don't got no business like he got. You won't respond like he'll respond. Your response is to crash out. His response is to cash out. It's bees on the table. Yo, pride on the table. You worry about how people gonna validate you, how people gonna look at you. He worry about how that checkbook gonna look, how that savings account about to look, how that checking account looking, how them direct deposits gonna be looking. You see what I'm saying? So we got different points of views. If I respond to that in a certain way, it might affect how I feed my family. So when y'all see certain things happening, bro, it's based on the level of how it gonna affect people, bro. If you feel like it ain't gonna affect you in no shape, form, and fashion, then crash out. You hear me? Don't get mad because he won't cash out though, because he ain't mad that you crashing out. See, the person that crash out always be mad at the person that cash out because he ain't doing what you will do. That don't make him weak. That don't make him stupid. That make him smart. You have to know when to be smart. Is this gonna benefit you, or is it gonna satisfy how you feel? Guess what? A feeling is instant gratification. That shit come and go. You don't want to act out on something that might leave a motherfucking lasting impression on you forever. You got to think about all that. You could do some shit today that'll last forever. Cash out or crash out, man. You got to make a decision. And to an ignorant person, you cashing out gonna always look like you're assing out. You gonna always look like the weak one. You gonna always look like the bitch ass whatever. But you don't give a fuck how it look. Long as you know what it is. That's what separates you from a motherfucker that crash out and you cashing out. They concerned about how people look at them. But It's all in their head. People might not even look at you like that. You done created that motherfucking assumption. Because motherfucker might not even care that much to even look into it like that. So there you go. Then crashed out for nothing. And got left with nothing. So, yeah, bro. Crash out or cash out. You hear me? Hey, man, I'm giving y'all some shit that I use in my life. I ain't always been striving for perfection to make my life and my family life better. Because sometimes I was on some crash out shit, like worrying about how a motherfucker feel about me. You know, I had to outgrow that though. I had to outgrow how a motherfucker feel about me. That ain't gonna take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? Fuck how a motherfucker feel about me, man. Because they gonna feel how they feel regardless. Based on the circumstance they in. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna make myself look like a damn fool to make you feel like you not a fool. And then next second you a fool. Because that's how you feel. Nah, man. I gotta stay in reality of my situation. Box figure that you in this thing. And you already know I'm gonna come with it. Correct me when I'm wrong and tell me when stop. Stop me when I'm saying some shit that don't make no sense. We learning now. And we learning, we earning, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, bro. If y'all ain't subscribed, make sure y'all hit that like button so we can stay in that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? This is Guerrilla Marketing Class 101 with Hot Boy Turk. Make sure y'all catch the live review tonight at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? If you're an artist and you trying to work with Hot Boy Turk, we got the bronze deal, the silver deal, and the gold package deal. You know what I'm saying? The flyer is on my Instagram. Y'all check that out. Y'all can DM me to get more information. We got the skip the line, $25 for your song review, $50 for your song and video to be played and on all platforms. With the promotion, review, and feedback. Make sure y'all follow all my social media platforms, man. You dig? I'm working, man. This is a part of everything I do. Y'all might see me out and about. Y'all know where that out and about started from? Me being online, being in people's face. Y'all just saw me at TI event. If I wouldn't be in people's face, I wouldn't be getting invited to certain events. You see what I'm saying? This stuff pays off. How you carry yourself pays off. You know what I'm talking about? If I'm online and I'm beefing, I probably can't get invited to this event because now they think I'm beefing with this person. Man, I don't want them problems over here, man. That fuck your business up. So you always gotta watch what you're doing. Y'all just saw me sitting with the mayor of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? If I'm acting up online, I'm doing shit, the mayor don't want me around him. I was surprised when the mayor said, I know who you is, man. I know you Turk from the Hot Boys. You feel me? I just was at the BMI event. You know what I'm saying? It's because of my presence online. I'm making myself an asset, not a liability. I'm building my brand up. The Hot Boy Turk brand. People know me from being a hot boy, but the Hot Boy Turk brand is something separate from the Hot Boys. You see what I'm saying? That's a part of my legacy, but I'm building something that's now off of that legacy. Man, why you posting them pictures? Because I'm a part of that. If you don't like it, whoever you don't like on a picture, screenshot it and take the face off it. You and your feelings about something that don't even concern you. But when you see fussing and arguing, You like that. But you don't like progress. You don't like, damn, it's too peaceful. See, I had to realize, who is this affecting? Is this something that I'm being effective with? Or is this me just protecting my ego? You see what I'm saying? You got to make wise decisions, bro, that won't cost you long-term consequences. People love when you are in a negative space. People love to see the negative shit. People love that, but they really don't, because they hate you. Because if a motherfucker really love you, they'll be like, man, fall back, man. Nah, bro. Leave that shit alone. Let that shit go. They wouldn't want to see you frustrated, aggravated, mad, upset. You know what I'm saying? That's a motherfucker want to see you crash out and not cash out. But you got to want to cash out yourself and not crash out yourself, because fuck what they want. You still got the power to do what you need to do for you. Either you crash out or you cash out. Bees on the table. Keep that in mind. Man, bees on the table. Don't fuck up opportunities. Sometimes doors will get closed from you making loud outbursts that you ain't even know that was open for you. You done crashed out because somebody done said something. They trying to make you crash out so you won't walk through that door, and you continue to crash out instead of cashing out. I went through that. I went through crashing out at times. I ain't crashing out no more. I'm cashing out. You hear me? So yeah, you're going to see me being invited to these events on a regular, like you seeing me be invited to these events, because for one, I'm an asset, not a liability. But when I'm doing shit that causes a liability, and people can say, see, that why. Now I got this video with me doing this, and I got somebody slick hating on me, using what I'm doing to stop me from getting through this door. Bees on the table, man. You heard me? Bees on the table. So yeah, man, I didn't put myself in a great position by reading and researching and learning things, bro, and applying what I learned. And I'm just sharing it with y'all. If it worked for me, it could work for y'all, man. I don't care where you at in your life. You want to turn your life around, you got to put boundaries in place. You got to tell some people no, not today. And don't worry about how they gonna feel about it. Because if they really rock with you, your no don't mean you don't fuck with them. That's just what's in your best interest. The same way how they want what's in their best interest, they should want you to want what's in your best interest. And not be mad about it, because you ain't mad about what they want in their best interest. If that's what you want in your best interest, hey, I respect it. Respect what's in my best interest. And even if you don't do it, guess what? I don't care. I'ma cash out before I crash out. Let that be the word for y'all today. You heard me? All right, we got 11 more minutes, y'all. The next ENT is amazement. Although she takes much of her business for granted, She knows that her marketing must amaze people. So her marketing mentions that her customers' design furniture is available at factory direct prices because she has her own factory. The prices are amazing, and so is the homemade touch. It enables her to custom design furniture and offer it at an off the floor price. This element of amazement attracts attention to her ads. When you learn to put amazement in your promotion, that's all a part of the marketing. That's all a part of you receiving profits. Is they excited about what you selling? Is they excited about the service that you giving? Is they excited about how it gonna make them feel and look? You see what I'm saying? All of that is a part of the marketing. Maybe people not supporting you because they not excited about it. You boring. You feel me? You boring. You something is not gravitating to the ear, to the eyes, to the nose, to the touch, to the five senses. Can you be appealing to the five senses of a human being? I could be appealing to the sixth sense, to the spirit, because I'm that thing. You dig? Yeah, man. I'm, and you just gotta have faith in yourself and know that. Above all what they say, I'm him, not them. You dig? We gonna cash out, man. Ain't no crashing out. And what? So what? What you keep saying it for? You trying to convince yourself? What you wasting your characters for? If you say it once, that's all you tell. You don't have to say it no more. You don't believe it yourself. Well, keep on trying to believe it yourself, because it don't matter to me. Low energy, man. I'm on high vibration. You way over here. Shit don't even matter. You feel me? Come on, man. You should know by now. You should know. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe if y'all ain't subscribed to the YouTube channel. We almost at 100,000 subscribers, man. Yeah. We almost at 100,000 subscribers. You know? You did. You feel me? I'm gonna start putting a lot more family orientated content on my YouTube when we hit 100,000 views. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, because I know what y'all want on there. So y'all been seeing a lot of different content. I was gonna take it down, start all over, but somebody I know who do the YouTube stuff told me, nah, all them pennies adds up. See, you got to give the people quality sometimes, but if you got quantity of content on your YouTube, all of it matter. Because if one thing go, then everything that's on there that you thought won't go, don't go like a domino. It got to fall in place. So why take it off? Alright, today it might not be doing as good. I done seen content flip like that. And once you own it, they can't clone it. You put your content up, you monetize that forever. It never stops. Once that thing go green, it's monetizing. It's monetizing. So yeah, man, you want to put plenty quality, but the quantity on your YouTube. Learn about the CPNs. I'm going to take y'all into learning about these social media platforms. We're going to do that class as well. You know, But y'all got to get through the guerrilla marketing to understand the different platforms you can use to strategize with the information from this book. Oh, we gonna get to all that, man. I'm gonna give it to y'all. I ain't gonna withhold no information, bro. And if y'all apply what y'all learning, I guarantee you, you're gonna start earning. I guarantee you, it's a no-brainer. Like, you gonna start earning. And this is where we at. This not gonna never go out of style. We here. We are in technology land. We are at like the Tower of Babel in the Bible when they was building the temple, and God said, you know what? If I don't go down, it ain't gonna be nothing that they gonna be able to do that they ain't gonna be able to do because they don't want to code. We there. The computer have made all of us understand each other around the world. See, it become the mark of the beast when man start to use computer and take God out of it. Technology is going to be the downfall of this world because man is going to think like the Tower of Babel that they more than God. You don't, I could keep you alive now. You know, they're going to start doing things and showing people things. People going to be believing technology before they believe God, which is considered the mark of the beast. 666 is man number. See, you looking for a beast, an ugly man, an ugly monstrous figure, but it's really 666 is incomplete. God number is 777. 666 is incompletion, which represents man. Man is incomplete without God. God is a spirit. God made us in his image and his likeness, so that means God made us in his spirit. That's his image. It's going to come a time when those who worship God must worship him in his spirit and in his truth. God's word. They say man wrote the Bible. Man wrote a lot of things, but man was inspired to write the Bible from God. People say the white man wrote the Bible. Well, the white man got to follow the same rules in the Bible as the black man. So evidently, that's a lie. That's an ignorant person trying to justify and make things fit for his lifestyle. But once you know the scriptures, and you know they are true. Because if the white man wrote the Bible for a black man to control him, why do it apply to him too? It was a lie. People were writing the Bible as they was inspired by God. Just like I'm speaking about God now, I'm inspired to speak in the spirit. I don't know why I start talking, but God's spirit lead you in places to make you do things that you ain't even know. Like, dang, that had to be God. Why I'm talking like this? Your faith come by hearing of the word. The more you hear God's word, the more faith and belief you start believing, and you believe, then you start getting revelation, and God's word start to lead and guide you throughout this world. The world will never change, but your mindset change, and that's your world as you see it. So the way you change your world is with repetitions of new information, not the old information that you was taught to keep you enslaved, oppressed, depressed, and suppressed. People have to have a renewing of their mind from the thoughts that somebody have put out. Man gave you those thoughts, but you ain't complain about it. Man told you that you were better than a woman, and a woman supposed to be beneath you, and this and this and that. That's a lie. That's a man who wanted to control a woman. We are all made equal. Man just the head, the stronger vessel. But man and woman supposed to work together to be fruitful and multiply and bring on more offspring. And it do it and do it and do it and do it until God say no. Man created man and one man, which are humans, man and woman. You know what? I ain't gonna take it there, but y'all know where I was about to go. There's a lot of lies have been told to fit people's lifestyles. But your soul is your soul, man. And the Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth. So don't believe that, man, white man wrote that to slave you. Well, he got to follow the same thing. So how? Why? Now, he probably used it and abused it and made a black man say, the white man wrote that to try to control me. Nah, he just took the Bible and made you follow, just like a lot of people use the word and try to make it fit their life to make you be like, yeah, you right. The same thing. They misinterpreting the scriptures to make it fit what they believe. Amazement. Then the next ENT is measurement. Most amazing of all, she has doubled the effectiveness of all her marketing. How did she do such a wondrous thing? The answer is measurement. As if you didn't know, she measured the effectiveness of all her marketing, asking people whether they first heard of her. In this way, she was able to eliminate the weapons and newspapers that weren't pulling their weight, and she doubled those that gave her the biggest bang for her buck. The results, a doubling of her profits. The reason, measurement, also called sourcing by those in the know. When people see your analytics on your social media platforms, that's how you get brands, sponsors, and people who want to promote with you, spending money. Analytics is everything. That's why a lot of people were buying false and fake analytics, tricking people before people start catching on to it. That's why now you see these social media platforms cleaning their platform up, because it was affecting their money when the people were realizing that, oh, you got fake followers. Oh, them ain't real comments in your comment section. Oh, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? So now they look at how your engagement is and how true is your engagement. So you as a guerrilla marketer, you don't get caught up into the views. You focus on the profits. Because if you had to focus on the views, you will lose and you will stop. Because you'll realize, dang, man, I ain't getting number such views. I must not be hot. I must not be this. But when you count your pockets and you add up in a compound effect of what you done made, that's what matter, bro. Oh man, he charging $500, man. He. But he got 50 people to pay $500. How much you made? You see what I'm saying? Bro, focus on what makes sense for you. Not on what the world say you need to be focusing on. Because you're going to always miscalculate. You see what I'm saying? Measure your success based on what worked for you. That's what I do. If this wasn't working for me, I wouldn't be trying to make it work. I would be somewhere out and about trying to clock at somebody's job or something. I couldn't come sit in front of no TV screen knowing my family hungry. My wife called me, babe, I'm on live right now. And for her to understand, it got to be working. Because a motherfucker who not working couldn't tell a wife, I'm on live. And she not get mad about it. and bust through that door. How many times y'all seen my family come through that door and interrupt what I'm doing? Y'all barely see them come through the door. When that door closed, they know I'm working. Whether I'm doing this, whether I'm in the studio, whether I'm live streaming, broadcasting, whether I'm podcasting, whether I'm whatever I'm doing with my technology. And I have invested thousands of dollars in all the equipment. Because it works. And I done measured out profit, losses. I done made more profit than losses being an entrepreneur. They got people that be on my live might say some shit about, you ain't doing no concerts. You broke. That's where they mind be. Because you don't see me sweating. He must be fucked up. That's how illiterate people is, bro. They don't know no better. I would rather not be sweating on the stage if I can make some money sitting my motherfucking ass down with no socks on. I got slippers on. Bitch, I can have my boxers on with just a t-shirt and a hat and my jewelry on. Y'all just see the top of my body. You see what I'm saying? When I measure that out and it worked, man, y'all better not be trying to go back and forth with a motherfucker who don't understand what's working for you. You feel me? And I'm telling y'all these things because this is how people gonna come to you. Because that's what they doing. They wasting their time. So they figure, shit, I ain't getting nothing out of this shit. And he on here doing what I'm doing. So they think, no, I'm not doing what you doing. We on live the same, but you watching me. I'm not watching you. I don't even know who you is. Matter of fact, I only know the people who support me. Them the only people that matter. You can't focus on them bombs, man. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. Don't let them people stop you from progressing, man. Because you stop every time you stop and pay them attention. Fussing and arguing, that's fucking up your business. Learn to use their ass as content. Motherfucker piss you off today, go create a meme. Go do some content. You be third person. Because people go through that shit every day and make content. I just saw Juicy J did some shit where he reading all of the bad comments and made content of it. He checking the shit out of them. He ribbing them back. Talking about them. He done created content out of the negative. And motherfuckers laughing in the comment. He created some content. Gave me some ideas. You got to get creative out of negative situations, bro. Learn to turn motherfucking lemons into lemonade. And when you a motherfucking gorilla, you gonna do that shit like second nature, man. I swear to God. I swear to God. I remember motherfucker telling me, man, you the only one talking about the hot boy shit, bro. Man, why you keep talking about the hot boy shit, bro? Man, why you... Before you know it, Hot Boy Tour Turk, Wayne, BG, Juvenile, Birdman, Manny Fresh. I got a book. I got a book called Surviving Whole Niggas, and I got a book called The Autothugbography of Turk. It's out. Me and my wife about to do class courses together. From nothing to abundance. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to figure out a good time where we both gonna be able to. It's gonna be live stream. Well, not live stream. It's gonna be through what that is. What that is like when y'all be on the motherfucker Skype. I think Skype. I think that's the name of it. Not Skype. What the fuck that is, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about. When everybody be on virtual call. Not podcast, the virtual call. Not Skype. Zoom. Zoom. There you go. Zoom classes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, free Skip, man. I heard they lock Skip up. That's another thing. Like, bro, like certain things when you are a certain caliber of person, bro, you gotta watch what you say. Cause you have influence now. You inspire people. So they have people in high places that if they look at like, man, you is a detriment to something, people are trying to stop you. So you always got to cash out and not crash out. Because people could close some doors and get you in situations and you don't even know where it came from when they in fear of you. Cash out, don't crash out. You heard me? Y'all know the story of Joseph. Everything is marketing and promoting. If you know the story of Joseph, that's my story. You'll understand it. It won't be so blurry. Everything I do, bro, is a marketing thing. Guerrilla marketing. You heard me? And I was supposed to stop in 2 hours, but we gon' let me see. I might as well go ahead on because I'm gonna be finished with the 16 monument secrets of guerrilla warfare. So let's go ahead on and finish them up. The next one is, hold on, involvement. One of the most delightful daily aspects of our showroom is the return of satisfied customers who are always treated warmly and helpfully. There is a powerful feeling of involvement, the 11th secret between these people and the business. The business proves that it's involved with customers by means of its continual follow-up, sending mailers, inviting customers to private sales, offering a selection tailored to their needs, providing a helpful website for them, and being especially nice to them, almost always remembering their names. The customers prove that they're involved by coming back several times during the year to see what's available for their homes and usually finding something to buy. They prove it by referring the store to their friends and frequently bringing friends in tow when they're making a shopping foray. They show their involvement by providing testimonials and by completing questionnaires. See, it may seem like you getting over on people, but how you getting over on people when they getting something out of what you giving them? A hater will try to convince people that you getting over on them when they supporting you, bro. But I tell you firsthand, if you're not getting nothing out of supporting me, don't support me. Out the gate. If you're not receiving anything from investing in me, stop investing in me. Because, right, I'm taking advantage of you then. But I won't do nothing if you're not receiving nothing. Because it ain't in my heart to take from nobody. If I want to steal, boy, it's easy to do that. Because there's a lot of ignorant people out there. I wouldn't be sharing my insights of what I know to y'all. They got people that hide information from y'all. Those are the ones who get over on y'all before y'all know it. Y'all been and got over and then y'all be acting crazy about them. But you got to always ask yourself, Is they giving me something, or am I the only one giving? Don't support what you can't abort when they not supporting you back. You got to be able to receive something, man. Don't be a damn fool. You feel me? And a lot of people get mad at me, bro. They get mad at me from giving y'all this part and say, man, he talk too much. No, I'm not, bro. I just feel like if the world going around and everybody is benefiting, that makes the world go round. You don't want to be the only one benefiting, because then everybody else fucked up. Now everybody depending on you. Now you crashing out, going crazy. Now you done lost everything. We don't got nothing. That mean none of us win. But if it's a revolving door and it's a circle of winners, we can generate from each other over and over and over again. If he learns something, he learns something, she learns something, we learn something, everybody winning. We keep learning and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's how you grow. You stuck your grow when you try to take more, bro. And that's why God say, don't be greedy, bro. He say, give. Love is something if you give it away. You end up having more. That's God's way of surviving. The devil wants you to think that you the one need to have it all. You can't take it with you. Nah, that ain't your purpose on this earth. Your purpose is to give. God gave, so why you ain't supposed to give? We got to be God-like, right? You ain't supposed to just be receiving, bro. That's just the rules of God. That's why people fall from grace. When God gives you something, you're supposed to be a good steward of what he gave you. I gave you this, but what you did with it? Held it for yourself? It's a parable in the Bible of somebody that did that. You got to go make more with what God give you. Multiply. You got to be fruitful. Not try to keep the seeds to yourself so you could be like, I got the seeds. Okay, which you don't have nobody to buy no fruit from you though. Because you didn't give nobody else a chance to be able to be fruitful. So they can multiply. And they could go in a circle. But when it's convenient for you, you know how to give. Let me go ahead and do this because Uncle Sam going to try to do this. So I got to go ahead and write this off. You know how to give. But you give when it's convenient for you. And that ain't honored by God. Because you're selfish. You ain't supposed to give out of convenience. Man, let me go ahead, y'all, because I go to the next ENT is dependent. My client does not see herself as a freestanding, self-contained, independent business owner. She instead views herself as quite dependent on her manufacturing business, her suppliers, her nearby furniture showrooms, carrying not and competing lines on the media that alert her to special opportunities and open their minds to bartering time and space for a comfy sofa or two, and on competitors from distant places with whom she trades war stories and chronicles success during trade shows. These people are in turn dependent on her for information, business, and referrals. Everybody is learning that the more dependent they are, the higher their profits will be. Dependency is another guerrilla secret. Many small business owners view themselves as independent souls, but gorillas know that power comes from teamwork more than from rugged individualism. When the first edition of this book was published, my client knew as much about computers as I know about what you ate for dinner last night. But today, her computer is an integral part of her business, enabling her to boost her profits while cutting down on her marketing expenses. The next one is ornament. Dictionary described the equipment necessary to wage and win battles as armament. Armament of Guerrilla is technology. Armament is your computer, your online presence, your cell phone, your pager, your electronic connections within your business and within the entire world. Voicemail, fax machines, and wireless connections to delivery vans within your factory. It also means equipment that allows you to produce more and better for less with what less. You can now create all these marketing weapons with an inexpensive desktop publishing system. The list is long and imaginative, lethal to those who design to compete regardless of their size and bankroll. The next ENT is consent. At this point, I want to call your attention again to that relatively known phrase in the dictionary. The term is opt-in, and it means voluntarily open to receiving new information about a topic or a company. These days, it is almost impossible to make a sale with an ad. So the best ads and the best marketing simply attempt to gain people's consent to hear from you. Your job is to broaden that consent and then to make the sale. Remember the woman from chapter 1 who successfully markets her summer camp by going after consent with her video, then broadening that consent until it leads to an in-home consultation. Websites around the globe are aiming to gain consent, to widen that consent until it paves the way to a completed sale. The more you realize that, the less frustrated you will be with marketing, and the better it will work for you. The next one is content. The 15th secret, content, reminds you that customers are savior than ever and less prone to be won over by special effects and razzle dazzle. They know the difference between style and substance. Although they may be attracted by style, they pull out their credit cards and write their checks from substance. The content of your offer, the real meat and potatoes that you offer, will win their hearts and their business. Like Clara Peller, the elderly woman in the old Wendy's TV spot. The real money comes into your life when you can answer her famous question, where's the beef? You can pile on the lettuce and tomatoes and special sauce, but people are looking for the beef, the content that you offer. If it's not there, people will look elsewhere, just as you would. Augment is the next ENT. And finally, the 16th secret nudges you into the ribs with its elbows when you're sitting back thinking that your job is all over. Keep in mind that your competitors are getting smarter every day. So your real job is to augment your marketing attack, strengthen your plan, beef up your website, add a few more weapons to your arsenal, add more fusion marketing partners, try to earn more profits from your marketing investment. Marketing is changing daily. What new tactics and techniques might you use to get a louder bang from a smaller buck? These 16 secrets, as embodied by 16 words, are the most valuable secrets you'll learn in this book. They are also extremely difficult rules to follow. Your friends, employees, co-workers, partners, family, and suppliers may advise you to change your marketing plan when they don't see instant results. These same well-meaning people will question the marketing program that does not produce a dramatic increase in sales over a short period of time. And they'll be the first to tire of your marketing to become bored with your ads or commercials. But your customers won't feel this way. They'll go through the process of developing confidence in your offering, and you should do everything in your power not to undermine that process. So basically, you don't worry about everybody else. Your supporters will tell you when something is working or when it's not. And that's who you focus on. Everybody else don't matter when it comes to your business. I had to learn that, bro. And it makes sense. Why put my energy in somebody that not supporting me? Why put my energy in somebody that don't support me? Why put my energy in somebody who would never support me? But we do. We do. As human beings, we put more energy, thought, creativity into the people who don't support us. Until we wake up and realize and we start measuring the losses that we're getting from doing that. See, it ain't until we realize how much we losing by doing that we snap out of it. Some of us That shit suck us in and it suck us dry. But some of us, we realize and we catch it just in time and we switch gears and bam, we take off again. We got to focus on the ones that support us at all times in business. The moral: when you do develop your marketing plan, don't give it your stamp of approval until you are ready to commit yourself to it. Don't approve it until you are ready to invest in it with realistic expectations of return. And don't implement it until you are prepared to stick with it consistently. This isn't to say that you can't make changes. Of course you can. But make changes while remaining consistent. Your task: to make prospect confident in you, your secret weapon, commitment to your plan, your personality, patience, your marketing, an assortment of at least 20 weapons, your format, the spirit of consistency, your finances, some wise investment in marketing, your energy, apparent prior to and subsequent to the sale, your operation, convenient for customers, your creative message, one that leaves readers is amazement. One that leaves readers in amazement. Your unglamorous but extremely profitable chore. Measurement of who your customers are and where the heck they heard of you. Your relationship with customers. One of involvement with them. Your relationship with other businesses, dependent on one another for mutual profitability. Your arsenal for marketing, brimming with armament of guerrillas, easy to use technology. The goal of your marketing: to gain consent from prospects and customers to receive more marketing materials from you. The reason people continue to visit your website or shop at your store: lust content, loaded with good ideas that fire their imagination. Your constant and never-ending task: to augment your marketing arsenal, understanding, and prowess, leaving your competitors shuddering at the very mention of your name. There, now you can never say that you weren't made fully aware of the 16 most important marketing secrets. By knowing them and by making them a cornerstone of your business, you have a head start on your competition. Now let's increase that head start. Let's examine what it takes to develop a successful plan in the first place. But first, here's a 17th secret. Implement these secrets. Putting them into action is your main mission as a guerrilla. So don't just learn what tools you need. Implement it in your day-to-day hustle. Some people will have the tools and still don't use it. How many of y'all got a hammer in y'all house that y'all ain't used yesterday? Some grip pliers that you didn't use, a screwdriver, fill up a flathead that you didn't use, but you got the tools. You right. You ain't have no need to use them. Well, guess what? If you on social media, you got tools that you need to use in order for you to improve. Are you gonna just be like the rest of the people who just stand and watch, spectating? That's guerrilla marketing, man. With Hot Boy Turk, man, where we do this every day. You already a guerrilla, you just don't know it. See, only thing I'm doing is waking up that sleeping giant that's already inside y'all. If you are on social media, you investing your time and your energy, you have a product you're trying to get off, a service you're trying to get off. The reason it's not taking off because you don't have the tools and you're not implementing the tools to make it get the head start of the competition. Of course, they're gonna have other people doing the same thing. While you worrying about, oh man, they did it, they did. I was gonna do that. They must have was what, man? Fuck that. It's gonna be competition out there. Is you gonna sit back and complain about somebody else doing it because they not saying what you doing? I had to stop that. Every time I look around, I seen somebody doing something else. I even did a song about it. You too. So instead of me complaining, let me make a song that I could stream and make money from. How I really feel. See, I get funky with it. I ain't gonna just sit on this bitch and not make no money off of. If I feel a certain way about something, let me rap about it. Instead of getting on social media and complaining and I ain't making no money off it. Let me put it in the book. At least I can share the experience to somebody that can relate to it and make money. And when you start seeing that you can make profit from real life shit that's happening in your life, because that's what I do. I turn reality into a salary. Whew. I know I like to rhyme sometimes. It just be flowing like wine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying. I just do it like that, man. But, you know, it's in me, not on me, man. You know what I'm talking about? I was born at night, not last night, man. That shit just like that, man. You dig? This shit is motherfucking gifted, not scripted, man. You dig? I ain't motherfucking write it down so I can remember it, man. I ain't never forgot it. You heard me? But I'm one of those, for real, man. And I'm a gorilla, and you is too. And if you want to learn how to guerrilla market, you stay tuned, stay tapped in, and I'm going to show you that it's in you. You just got to bring it out you. And you got to be consistent and committed. You feel me? Take that picture right there. See? If y'all look at all of this stuff on my screen, ain't that marketing and promotion? Look at my brand. You got the people say, man, you have his chain on, bro. This is my brand I'm wearing around my neck. I'm a walking billboard. Why not put my chain around my neck? This ain't just no regular chain. This is my brand. So when you see that YNT, you know. And when I sign who I'm going to sign, it's going to be 2 more other people wearing my brand. You see what I'm saying? It's 2 more other people going to be wearing my brand. See what I'm saying? Yeah. It's branding and promoting. They're going to be wearing my brand. We're going to be business partners. You feel me? And when they get their own brand, somebody going to be wearing their brand. You know what I'm saying? It's all branding and promoting. When I was a part of Cash Money, I was a part of that, but I was a part of somebody else's brand. Baby and Slim, I was a part of their brand. They started that. That's for them. They gave me an opportunity to become Hot Boy Turk, who I am today, by putting me in the group, the Hot Boys. So why y'all get mad? Because I still call myself Hot Boy Turk. That's who I am. And it make you remember the Hot Boys, who I was a part of the group. So you can't erase history. You might not could use it because it ain't you. But I'm going to use it because it's true. And forever, I'm going to make money and make it do what it do. Because I learned from Baby and Slim. They taught me. Everything that I know what I'm doing now, I learned from Slim and Baby. So you don't think I'm going to use what I learned from 2 people who I considered great businessmen once upon a time in my life, who made an impact in my life. You don't think I'm going to take what I learned from them, the good, the bad, the ugly, and implement it in what I'm doing today? Something wrong with y'all. Because if y'all was in the position, y'all would do it too. Not be a hater. Man, them dudes don't mention you. They don't got to mention me. What that got to do with my business? Them mentioning me don't make my business flourish. I make my business flourish. And when y'all understand that, y'all understand that, man. Whether they mention me or not, it don't stop nothing that I'm doing. Only I can stop what I'm doing. And y'all see that ain't happening. I was once a part of time, a part of this. I now have my own business. So when y'all try to keep me attached to something, y'all holding on to the past. Y'all can hold on to the past, but I can't benefit from the past. I don't understand y'all reasoning behind whatever. You feel me? Everything I learned, I can teach somebody else. You see what I'm saying? And it matter. It matter. My opinion matter to an up and coming artist. That's why they come to me for advice. They come to me for feedback. They come to me for a review. They come to me for a feature. They come to me to book me for a walkthrough or a show up. It's just so many different avenues that I can go as being Hot Boy Turk. And the more I put myself out there as I'm available for this now, I'm available for this now, I'm available for that now. I'm a brand who can make things happen because of that. But at the same time, teach other people the way to do it for them. That's a person that's winning, bro. Tomorrow we gonna start developing a guerrilla marketing plan. The next chapter gonna teach us how to develop. Cause you might hear guerrilla marketing. Okay, how to start, how to do it, where to start. Chapter 4 is going to show us together how to develop your guerrilla marketing plan. You hear me? This book was shit, $14, $15. But then you could go get a Revive guerrilla marketing. You could get a audio book guerrilla marketing. You know what I'm saying? They got all kind of marketing books. This just what I choose to read. But they all go hand in hand. I got a marketing book for AI and online. You know what I'm saying? That I'm gonna get into as well. So I'm gonna teach all this stuff, bro. Cause to be honest, even though I didn't read all this stuff, with me going back through it, teaching y'all, it kind of refreshed what I already know. So it's it's helping me while I help y'all. It making me remember, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love doing it, because me studying on my own is boring. This is like me having open study with y'all. I just turned it into a class. I'm really studying myself. But as I study, the revelations that I get, because I did a lot of this stuff, that be the experience that I share with y'all. You see what I'm saying? So y'all getting the knowledge plus an example of what I'm reading, so it won't sound like just some Chinese arithmetic. It won't be hard. Y'all be like, oh, well, that makes sense. I did see you do that, and okay, that's what that means. So I'm demonstrating, illustrating, and having the conversation all in one. And I do it every day, bro. And later on for entertainment, we gonna do the see, I got a format. Once upon a time I used to get on here and just be on this motherfucker, but that's when I was getting out my mind. See, I ain't have no structure. So now I'm open for attack. But when you have a structure and you know what you're doing, you plan, you ain't open for attack because you got something that you need to do. Those attacks don't become easy. You're not an easy target. You can't hit a moving target. See what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I got a plan. I got a goal. 10 o'clock tonight. That's when we do the artist review, and you get to see other examples of marketing and promoting. So If you tune in and you pay attention to what I'm doing, you gonna learn something, bro. And I'm quite sure a lot of people be tuned in. Even people that be hating on me, they be tuned in. They listening because they don't know. They don't know. This knowledge is for them too. Man, so many people get information from me. I know this for a fact. Because they'll start talking like me. And they'll start doing things like me. Speak my mind and them niggas don't like it. 5 minutes later, they doing shit just like me. You heard me? That shit for real. That shit for real, man. And I ain't tripping about it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool though. But nothing but love, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and tune in tomorrow, man, for more guerrilla marketing. One-on-one with Hot Boy Turk. Gone.